Hi, today I'm going to be unboxing a new graphics card that I've got, and it's the RTX 5080 by Nvidia.
Science and technology with Andrew.
Well, let's see what's in the box and what we get for our money. And of course, it's well packaged here. I bought this from Overclockers, those who want to know. And this card here, which is the Nvidia GeForce RTX 5080, and this is by Palit, which is well, actually one of the cheaper end of the 5080 cards, and this one cost £979.99. So yeah, a penny off £980, which is actually, some of the cards are going for £1,1200, even £1,300 in the UK, which translates to dollars, that could be up to $1,500 or so, or whatever, or 1,400 euros or thereabouts. So yeah, I'm not sure about the calculations, but of course this card here was one of the cheaper ones, so of course I'm hoping it performs okay. And we've got this, and of course get nice packet of Haribos as well in there as well, which yeah, nice of them to send that. And oops, so anyway, we'll just throw this away, throw that away. So we'll get on with the unboxing here, and comes in a fairly heavy packaging, very heavy box, and well, the card is heavy card, I think. So I'll just undo that. Yes, I did cut that earlier, I did cheat it a bit, which will actually open up. I'm looking forward to actually trying this card. This is more of an unboxing video rather than just there's so many tutorials, so many benchmarks online as well that you can look up, of course, so I don't really want to repeat everything that you get in there, but maybe I'll sort of show it up and running later on as well. And mainly I bought this for video editing, not for gaming, but of course we actually get quite a bit of so these cards, of course people say, oh, don't buy them. Plenty of people say don't buy the 50 series cards. Why not? I mean, if you my previous card was a Nvidia the 1050 Ti, which is quite old now, and of course this is actually at least 10 times faster than that card, so it's a big upgrade for me. But yeah, nice stickers here, you can see on there, and so yeah, so a nice little sheet of stickers here which you can stick on your case or wherever you want to stick them, of course. And then you also get a nice sort of mouse mat as well here, which is really nice, well packaged inside. So you can see on there, it says Palit on here and Nvidia, and so that's really great. So we've got this nice little mouse mat as well, and of course this sort of phone packaging, and of course the card here. This is what you're waiting for to see, and if I can get this out without breaking a nail, and so yeah, that's fairly heavy there, so we'll take that out of the packet in a minute. And what else do we get? We also get power cable as well, so you can plug that into your power, those your power supplies go into here, I think, and that end goes into the graphics card here, of course. And it recommends ideally an 850 watt power supply to go with this card. Really, that's probably that minimum I'd recommend. I've actually got Corsair the RM850X, which is a modular power supply, and of course a very good quality power supply unit. And so that's what I use in my system currently. If you're getting the next one after this, the 5090, those who can afford the 5090, those are they really do need probably a 1000 watt power supply at least. I would recommend for one of those, and because they have a power draw of about sort of 500 and something watts. This has 360 watts of power, maximum TDP, which is thermodynamic power, I think it is, or something. But yeah, so an 850 watt power supply is quite sufficient for this card. If you're going to have more than one card, of course, then yes, you want heftier power supplies, of course. But on idle, this only uses about 11 to 13 watts of power, so it's very power efficient if you're just idling, web browsing maybe, and the odd bit of word processing, or dare I say, you're playing solitaire. Of course, yes, some people still do play solitaire on the system. I don't, but some people do, and yeah, they buy a £1,000 computer and they play solitaire. Why? You know, and but anyway, so yes, this will, so you'll be pleased to know those who are power conscious and everything and wondering, oh, it's going to zap all this power all the time. No, this only take the very tiny amount of power when just idling. So of course we've got a sticker on here, so this means that it's certified. And I've now opened it, so that's the warranty void. Oh well. Anyway, right. So yeah, there's nothing under here, just an empty box. So we'll just discard this for now. And right, so we'll see what we actually get. And of course, again, careful not to press on the fans here. So yeah, the card here. Put it this way round, and can we see for the camera here? And yeah, so quite a substantial card here. You've got plastic around the fans here, but that doesn't really matter. Some of them probably have metal, and but this is actually metal around the edging here, and of course your vents, of course, they're all metal. So 3 fans here, and on the back here we've got Gaming Pro, of course, and we've got this is actually, yeah, this, I think, feels like, no, I think it is metal on the back. Yeah, that is metal on the back here. So metal back plate and metal, obviously heat sinks, of course. You don't want plastic heat sinks. And anyway, you've got your power connector goes in here, and so that's kind of like this little groovy bit there. And so as your card goes into the machine, your power comes out here, this side, and of course those cables here, so this would plug into there, I assume, and then of course you get, there might be some power supply units that do have these on as well, of course. Anyway, so that's really kind of what there is to it, and we've got actually 3 display ports and 1 HDMI output here. So we've got to see on the actual camera here, and so yeah, it's quite a nice, can we see the actual power there, and of course, so yeah, this is quite a substantial card. There isn't doesn't come with a graphics card support in the so sometimes you put that into your case, and you can have like a little so I suppose a little support which goes under here now to just stop it from sort of sagging a little bit. So, but that uses 2 takes up the width of 2 PCI Express slots, and of course probably you need to allow 3 slots within your case, I would think. So we're going to try and fit this, and then we'll see how it performs on there. So I won't do sort of actual benchmark, I haven't got any benchmark programs or games to really run on there, but I'm going to see what it compares to my old processor. And yeah, so it seems quite nicely made, and well, it should be. I mean, nearly £1,000. I mean, you'd expect it to be pretty good on here. So I'll just put that on there, and I'll just check that this fits on. There's no actual instructions so it's not that you necessarily need instructions, but you know, you thought I suppose because somebody buying this level of card will know what they're actually doing anyway, or they should do. So yes, you've got 3 8-pin connectors here, and they go into this connector on here, and I'll actually plug this one in on here just to make sure. You can only get it one way round, but no doubt some people will try and get it the wrong way. We've got like a little, let's see on there, there's a little kind of bit on here which means you can only get it one way round on the orientation. So that goes into here, and if that can fit in, and what does that go in? That clips in there. You kind of don't like to force it in, of course, it's all new, so you want to sort of make sure that goes in. And yeah, I think that is in there. That's good. Right, so we're good to go basically, and it's probably better to put that in while it's out of the case, and then of course obviously make sure you get a decent enough size case as well. Of course this is I think it's about 38 centimeters or something long, I think. This is, I'm not too sure, but anyway, you need a fairly large case. I've got a Cooler Master Cosmos case, which is an older case, but it's perfectly adequate. It's got 3 fans on the top with a water cooler, so that is plenty of room in that case. Obviously if you've got a little micro ATX case, of course you may struggle on most of those cases perhaps. So yeah, and of course if you're going to have a card like this, you're going to have a fairly decent system anyway. My processor is AMD, and it's the Ryzen 5000 series, Ryzen 9 5950X, which is I know a few years old now relatively, but still very powerful processor, so it shouldn't be outmatched by this card, hopefully. And so yeah, we've got to see how this goes. Okay, I'll see you in a little bit. As you can see, the 1050 on the right is way smaller than the 5080. Wow. And height wise, yeah, you're definitely going to be taking 3 slots on the computer, I think. And so yeah, make sure you've got the space in your case. It's actually 33 centimeters long, not 38 as I said earlier in the video. Anyway, so on to fitting. Well, that's now installed, and I'll tidy up the cables later. That's a bit of a massive spaghetti, doesn't it, at the moment? But yeah, so that is installed. It went in really easy, a little bit fiddly with the screws, some screws on the edge there, and used the screwdriver to tighten them up with, but that was a little bit fiddly because the card is a little bit wider. But yeah, that fits in the case quite nicely, that does. And so I'm going to actually now turn it on for the moment of truth. So I like this, it's a little bit dusty. Forgive the dust, I should have tidied this up earlier. Let's try and turn it on. So we've got something. Aha! Wow, that is nice lighting at the side here. So don't know, do the fans light up? No, but that's okay, that's the matter. So yeah, nice gaming logo. Well, at least we've got a logo on the screen, so obviously we've got a display, which is good, and it seems nice and quiet. Wow, yeah, so that is quiet, it is. So we are going to see now, that all looks horrible at the moment on here, so I'm actually going to install the graphics drivers, and which I've downloaded earlier. Okay, back in a little minute. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. And okay, on here, and see how quickly this installs. Got a NVMe SSD in there, 2 terabytes, which is the Samsung Evo Pro, and runs at 7,300 or something megabytes a second. Anyway, so yeah, graphics. I just want the graphics driver, and on here. So agree and continue. Express, okay, we'll check that. and I don't know what it's installing, but I can always install other software later if I want to. I just want the drivers really, just to make sure it works. And something's out now, and 125 plus games and apps available. Wow. So yeah, I don't want to fill my computer up with 125 plus games. And preparing to install. Okay, I'll catch up with you later. Well, we're up and running, I think. And has it got the Nvidia? Oh, it's got the display settings. It doesn't have the Nvidia thing. So maybe I should have actually put on the. Oh, I don't know. There is an Nvidia thing here. Nvidia settings. And yeah, here we are. Nvidia control panel. That's right. So I had a feeling I haven't installed. So we've got, as you can see on there, we have the RTX 5080 and the latest current driver, version 576.52, and we'll see what the benchmarks run like now. Well, it looks like we're doing well over 300 frames per second on this one, and we have there, so we'll compare the other one as well. This is maximum 633.6 frames per second, minimum is 51. Wow, that is way up from the previous, so I'll bring those up and see what they are. Yeah, so the 1050 did a maximum of 80.6 frames per second and minimum of 20.2 frames per second, and it's an average of 36.7, whereas if I go on to the other one, and you'll see it is, wow, big difference, average of 342.7 and 51 and 633, so huge difference there. So that is basically yeah, so maximum of 80 and minimum of 20. So yeah, so it's 2.5 times faster on the slower performance, but the maximum it is 80, so it's over 6. Yeah, it is probably about 10 times faster, and as it's 8 8s are 64, so yeah, 8 times faster basically in real world terms. So yeah, that is yeah, pretty good result. Well, we've come to the end of the video now, and I've sort of made a sort of little conclusion really. Of course, you might have seen the Unigine Heaven benchmark was really wow, it was way big difference on there, but the actual the video editing tests, a little bit surprising there. With the 1050 Ti, I actually got doing a 1080 video at 30p, and the high quality took 1 minute 20 seconds to do a 6 minute video, or just over 6 minutes, and it is 6 minutes and 18 seconds the video, so that took 1 minute 27 seconds on the 1050 Ti, whereas it took 1 minute and 1 second on the 1080. So that's quite a substantial difference. If you're doing longer videos, you'll notice a big difference there. But of course, interestingly, the 4K rendering, this is using Cyberlink PowerDirector 21, which is an older version now, so it might not be optimized. Well, it won't be optimized for the 1080 card, of course, so maybe I have to upgrade to the latest version, of course, and to get full optimization. But of course, the looking at for a 4K video, was same video was 3 minutes 17 seconds on the 1050 Ti, and it was actually 3 minutes and 50 seconds on the 1080. So it was a bit slower. Maybe I might have to do some more benchmarks, but I think the actual software is probably not optimized. I'm going to try some photography software later on and have a play about with that. And but yeah, certainly though, it's yeah, been a good upgrade. Of course, if you're going to upgrade, if you've already got a 40 series card, is it worth upgrading? Depends on what you've got really, but if you've got a higher end 40 series, then I'd stick and probably skip a generation maybe. I'd probably worth doing that. I mean, I've come from a way lower, you know, card, which is about 8 years or so old, and coming up to the video editing and things. Well, maybe I have to get some new video software, and but certainly yes, it has been a worthwhile upgrade in some ways, and maybe I'll play a few games as well, who knows. And so yeah, I think it is. I'm glad I bought it anyway, because it'll last me a few years. And but if you're, for 99% of the people, I would probably say, you know, go with maybe a mid-range card which would suit 99% of people, really. I think, unless you're into extreme 4K game playing and so on, you know, really sort of probably, yeah, it's worth really going with a mid-range card like the so Windows made a Bing as well, so probably agreeing. But yeah, I'd say like the yeah, the 5060 Ti, or maybe a 5070 perhaps. But and of course, and if you've got a 3060 or 4060 Nvidia, then yeah, maybe I'd wait another generation perhaps, or maybe like the AMD cards. There's some good AMD cards, some brilliant AMD cards for around about sort of the £300 to £400 mark, maybe £500 at a push. I don't know what the Intel Arc are like, so if you know, let me know in the comments what you think. If you think the things like Intel Arc, they're getting a, you know, it's quite a good reputation now on those cards. And as Intel have been in graphics for a long time as well, of course, but not for discrete graphics, of course, which is much more recent. And so yeah, definitely, yeah, it's a great card. If you can afford the yeah, the one I've got by Palit, that's worth going. I certainly won't pay £1,400 for one of these cards. Definitely not. Well, it's way too expensive, that is. And of course the 5090, of course, which basically you're looking at way over £2,000, £2,500, or $2,500, or thereabouts, whatever your favourite currency is. Of course, I think the yeah, definitely, I would not go for a 5090 at all, not unless you've got lots of money you need to lose. I had to buy something because I needed to put some money against tax expenses, of course. So effectively I got the card for half price, of course, which so it's, for me it was worth getting. But had I not had to spend that money, then of course I wouldn't have bought the card. I would have gone for a, you know, 3060 or 3060 Ti mid-range, or something like that, or an AMD card again. And I'm not sure up on the cards and things at the moment, but definitely worth, you know, I'd really consider, you know, sort of save your money and go for a mid-end card for now. But yeah, if you really must have that extra little bit of performance in areas, then yeah, I mean, of course, yeah, I'm not going to be running like benchmarks all day long and demos and things just to say, you know, but I may do some gaming at some stage, maybe, who knows. But yeah, will I be yeah, and certainly my next upgrade will be processor, going from the AMD Ryzen 9, the 5950X, and I'll be going to the 9950X sort of thing. Ryzen 9, the 9950, yeah, is it 9950X or something? So anyway, oops, and of course that means new motherboard and memory. Oops, sorry. And again, anyway, so anyway, I hope you enjoyed this sort of video, a little bit of just really an unboxing and a kind of not perfect sort of demos, perfect benchmarks, of course. There'll be people out there who will have put all the done the benchmark testing. There's no point in repeating all that. I'm just doing real world usage on here, and so basically to see what, you know, whether it's worthwhile you getting something. If you're just going to play solitaire, well, just buy a 20-year-old PC. Anyway, okay, see you all very soon. Okay, thanks for watching. Okay, bye. today's video. I hope you've really enjoyed it. Please remember to like and subscribe and hit the bell icon if you want to get notifications for future videos.